Let's move on. Dale Stouffer with I Found Agent. Dale, welcome to the big show. We appreciate having you. I will, Nick and I we talk about our I Found Agent websites all the time and just the lead gen capability of it, and then the ease in which we can use our website, modify our website, and I tell people, like, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out, because I'm not a smart man, especially when it comes down to technology. So we're excited to have you. But more importantly today, um, I don't know if you've ever heard of this term, but apparently this thing called AI, or artificial intelligence, is really just becoming a very popular thing. And so all right, we're working on technology right now. Speaking of. Yeah, and so you now have taken AI, and integrated it, and creating some incredibly new features for our agents and our agent website. So as Nick gets the technology going, let's get going. Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah, we've been busy though.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that realtors have struggled with my whole career with websites is going into the admin of a website. They just get about it, just like you did when you were talking about it. So this AI that we're bringing on, or we've brought on, it's called Real Talk. Go to realtalkhq.com. It's free for Armless members, and sign up. And then we integrate with them.
Is everybody seeing the screen here, Nick?
They just got to see the screen. Yes.
Okay, so this is Real Talk. So what is this?
This is an AI, just like you would work with ChatGPT or Claude or any of the other AIs out there. This is an AI assistant specifically built for real estate agents.
Okay.
Okay.
So this has nothing to do with our websites per se,
except for they integrate with your website.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can actually do about 90% of the work for your website from this chat without ever having to log into the admin of your site.
Okay.
That's cool. So one thing I can do is change my bio, change my about me page.
Let's back up.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's just break it down. So I'm just going to realtalkhq.com
and signing up.
And when I'm signing up, what information am I having to have regarding my website?
So you can sign up and use their product just by itself.
Okay.
Okay. If you're not a member or you're not a customer of ours, go do that, because it's an awesome product. Okay. They have a direct connect with the MLS. They're only in Armless, ARMLS right now. They do market reports. They do social media content. They do a whole lot of stuff. Now,
so if you're an Armless member, you should definitely check out what Real Talk HQ can do for your business.
Yeah.
What we're going to get into is how I found members, I found clients, and if you're not one, you're going to want to be one at the end of this, how you can now connect what Real Talk does to what your website already is doing, and the efficiencies that it provides.
All right, so is this under the tools inside Armless? Like if I'm in my
No, you're going to go to realtalkhq.com. You're going to go directly to their site, realtalkhq.com, and you're going to click on sign up, and then it's going to ask you for your Armless information, and you're just going to use your Armless username.
Okay, gotcha.
go to realtalkhq.com. Check it out, sign up. It's free for ARMLS members, and use it. It's really, really good at what it does, okay? Then if you're a member of or a customer of ours, go to the website, and up at the top we have an AI Assistant Real Talk tab, and click that, and then that tells you how to connect your website to your Real Talk account.
And then when you're not going to read any of this that's on the screen, you're going to shoot Dale and his team an email, and they're going to go ahead and set this up for you.
Well, where it says, are you an Armless member and already using I Found Agent, click here.
Yeah.
One up from there.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
That one. That one gives you instructions on how to do it.
Awesome.
And there's a video to watch, although we are going to be redoing the video.
Sweet.
So you have to fill the form out, send it to us. We have to turn on a couple switches on our end, and then there's a couple things you have to do to connect your account that we can't do for you.
Okay.
So like get API key and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. But it's super simple. We've had I don't know, 15 people do it in the last 2 days. So it's rolling.
Nice.
Go back to Real Talk now. Yeah, that one. So from this, I can work. Go ahead and type in there, show me all contacts with the last name Stouffer. You type like me, Nick. Now we had pre-connected me, and all I had to do was put my MLS ID in and confirm a text with my phone, and I'm in the system.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
So this is all my people. These are all test accounts that I work with.
So it's pulling up email, it's pulling up phone number, it's pulling up your status, tags, everything that you've put in. It's going to just pull and give you a quick snapshot.
Yeah, so now I could have a call list to go, right? I need people to call. So type in for me, show me the last 10 visitors, or yeah, it's the visitors who visited my website the most in the last week. The top 10, something like that.
I love Nick spelling. There's so much pressure,
In the
isn't
last-
it, bro?
In the last 7 days. Why do you think I gave him the keyboard back?
He's been watching too much World Cup.
It's also a tiny keyboard. I can't get my fingers
It
around
is tiny.
Okay, I'm going to let that one go.
So here we go.
Look, with the typos, it's still pulled up the correct information.
Yeah. Now I can go look
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, like if I wake up on a Thursday morning going, you know what? I got a light day. Who should I call today? Why don't I reach out to people who've been really active on my website?
Yeah.
What a great tool.
Yeah. So imagine you're running 200 customers through here. There's your leads. There's your conversations. That's what we're talking about with this tool. Now I can say, let's just look at Robert Johnson, for example. Okay. Show me the properties he's looked at. You got to put Robert Johnson in there.
Yeah.
He's not going to know? It's not going to know that I'm talking
Boy,
about.
this AI stinks, man. It can't read my mind.
Johnson. We'll see if
Well,
he
let's
gets
see if
it
it
right.
works.
There it is. So he's looked at the same property a few times and a few other ones.
He likes Oriole Way.
So I can call Robert Johnson now and have a conversation with him.
Right.
So would this be, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but like, could you then prompt it to find out what the price point of all these homes are to get an idea of what he's looking at list price wise? Okay. So it can give you a little more deep dive into what he's looking at. So you have a little more due diligence when you pick up the
Ask
phone.
it. I've been playing with this about 2 weeks now.
What is?
Who is? What is? There we go. What is the average sales price of all the listings Robert has been searching for? We should remember that people like to listen to our podcast without watching it, so we should probably actually start saying what we're asking it out loud.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
Good call.
So
Right there.
and it's pulling up all the information. So the numbers: average list price 701,000, average close price on what he's been looked at that have closed or sold, and then it breaks down property by property, the listings that he's looked at, and what the list price is, and if it's closed recently, what the close price was. That's pretty powerful stuff that you can. I mean, we've been doing this for 6 minutes, and I've been able to figure out a lot of information on Mr. Johnson.
Okay,
Yes.
so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And I for the most part know the answer to the question because I know your websites really well, and I know the features really well. But how are you getting these people into your website so that you are able to start collecting the data? Where did Robert Johnson come from?
Well, most of these come from, and for our customers, when they sign up, we get a spreadsheet from them or CSV file of their database, and we put them in for them.
Okay.
Some agents do it themselves. I have a bunch of agents that just put their own people in. With this AI, you can actually start typing somebody's contact information right here and say submit it. You can submit or send them a buyer search from here. You don't have to log into the website to do it anymore. That was a big barrier to entry for people to use our system. People are using ChatGPT. This is that for real estate.
Okay, so then I'm sorry, Nick, but because this is the one thing that I have not done. I have not submitted to you my database.
Way back in the beginning, you did.
Okay.
Like before.
Well, I got a bigger database since then.
The ICE people were around back then.
So when you input them into into my database,
Yep.
Are they getting an alert? Are they getting
No.
a link to hop on the website?
Depends on what you send them. So you have to send them something for them to know to come.
Okay, but so it's not automated.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it's a two-step process. So
it's
you
a
got to
two-step
get them
process.
into the iFound system, get them
Right.
into that universe.
Mhm.
Once they're there, then you can make conscious decisions on what you want each individual or group to receive.
correct. So our big push for years has been, and still is, every homeowner on the planet that you know who lives in the Phoenix market should be getting a homeowner campaign from you from
Right.
your website. And what that is a custom drawn polygon. We draw them unless you want to, but a lot of agents have us do it. We draw the polygon. That polygon is all active, sold, and pending listings in their neighborhood out to the cross streets.
Mhm.
We don't go over cross streets because that's all. What we're trying to do is be in front of them when they see real estate happening in their neighborhood, not some weekly schedule or monthly schedule on behalf of the agent's time. This is on their time.
It's a real-time
All right.
update
So,
of the neighborhood.
Right. And so I eventually wanted to get to that. So let's talk about that
Yeah.
for a minute, and then we'll go back to this.
Okay.
Because for me, we talk about iFound Agent every month when we do our Monday morning orientation.
Yeah.
And we do talk about iFound Agent does have a free agent branded website for agents at West USA.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's a glorified business card.
It's a landing page.
It's a landing page,
Yeah.
and that's great. And I always encourage everybody to set up a time with you and take a look at the lead gen portion of your websites, and that really is these neighborhood campaigns or neighborhood reports. I think they are some of the most powerful things out there because, to your point, and the best way that I explain it to agents is when I'm helping Nick and Shauna look for a home, let's just say, I'm setting up a search inside the MLS because I think the MLS is the best place for people who are actively looking at homes. But once they buy the home and once they receive the keys, that campaign and that search should be turned off because you don't want them to continue. Because then what will happen if they continue to get these search results? Then they're just going to,
They unsubscribe.
unsubscribe. So then what I do at about a month later, I go over to my iFound Agent website, and and it's like setting up a search in the MLS, but it's inside your website.
Yep.
And I can search by drawing a polygram. I can do by zip code. I can just draw my own whatever. And I typically do it by the name of that subdivision. I can filter it by how many bedrooms, whatever the case, whatever I want them to see. And so every single month moving forward, your clients, and this is part of my 23 touch after the close system, I'm going to touch my clients a minimum of 12 times a year through my website, and I'm sending them something that they are interested in. So they receive an email once a month. This is all the recent activity in your neighborhood. I'm not giving them a valuation of their home, but they can look at pictures, they can see the new listings, what's closed, whatever the case is, and then every single day, and I know I'm selling this for you, but every single day there's a new listing or a new closing, they will get an email. And every time they click on that email, and the emails are sharp looking, by the way, every time they click on that email, I get notified. I get emailed. So, this is one of the number one highest open rate things that I do, and it really becomes a lead gen. So to your point, I mean, I know I can search it here, but if someone keeps opening up my emails, I know it's time to pick up the phone and call them. And then I'll take it a step further. When I used to do open houses, I would get everybody's names, phone numbers, and emails from the neighborhood from my title rep, and I would set up these searches in there. I got thousands of people inside my I Found Agent website that I've never even talked to or know. I just put them in there, but they're active, and then now I can find it. And now going back to the AI, now I can figure out and I can search like who's really being active, and maybe it's somebody I don't know. Maybe it's time to stop by and knock on the door or something like that.
Yeah. So there's a couple things to say to what you just said. So there's the monthly that goes out, and then we do, and you touched this a little bit, but it's the instant updates for new and sold listings. Those go out as they happen. We do that because we know that's when the homeowner, if they don't get that information from somebody, when they see the listing sign go up in the neighborhood, where are they going? They're going online to look for it. Okay. Agents don't want their people going online. So we send it, and it's not only email, we send it with text. So text and email can both go out and send this information to an agent's customers, their contacts. Okay. Now for buyers, this AI is awesome for buyers because you don't have to log in to do anything to get this to work. Okay. The homeowner side, we're doing that work, so you don't have to go in there to do that either. So now with this addition laying on top of your website, you don't have to ever log in to run the whole thing.
But before we get to the buyer side, I just want to continue to touch on this right here that we're talking about looking at. So what you and your system does is it goes out and it gets the client, the seller, to in real time get notifications from you. So it's stopping them from going online to get that information. You're providing it to them in real time, so they're not having to go back. I don't know how many of my neighbors now know that I'm in real estate. I've told them all I don't actively sell. I'm not on the MLS. It doesn't matter. When a listing goes up anywhere in my neighborhood, I'm the first text from the neighbors that have my phone number. Hey, what's this house going for? They can go online and get it, but they don't want to have to take the extra time. They're reaching out to me directly. Your site is doing that for them, so they're getting that information, and they're going back to the website. With this system that we're looking at now, before we get to the other side, what agents run into is a data avalanche. They don't know how to get through it. They don't know what to look for. They hit a point where they have no one to talk to. Then they have too many people to talk to. What agents can now do with what you've built here is leverage the AI to point them on who they should be speaking to. They don't have to guess anymore. You're not hoping that you're clicking on the right people. You're asking it to provide you the most recent viewers, those that are on the website the most, those you haven't talked to in a long time, who are doing recent searches, and it's going to provide you at a very easy to look at, understand list, like you said, of who to call that day.
The other piece of this, and you're right on point.
I know.
It gives the
He's the most humble guy he knows.
Something to do.
Yeah.
It gives them a list of things. Now, another search you can do is instead of asking for activity, you can ask for read emails. We track read emails.
Perfect.
So you can say, hey, who's read my emails in the last 2 days or 3 days? Those are all callable people.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at instant updates. Most of the read emails are instant updates from neighborhood searches.
While we're talking about this, and again, I promise I'm not trying to put you on the spot. What I think would be very helpful for most realtors, prompting has been a challenge. People don't know the best way to prompt AI to get the actual information they need. If I was using your system and I had a quick list of prompts that I could use to generate calls for that day, that would be something that it's even one less thing that I have to try to figure out, one less thing that I have to think of. So if I have that provided to me, even if it's just a little section I can copy and paste, that would be huge. So I'm not having to guess what prompt I need to use to be able to get the information extracted. You don't have to write it down. I'll remember later.
I'm going to write it down.
Yeah. I would also say while you're writing stuff down, the other way that people can do because I like it because I love the neighborhood reports and now having an AI platform to analyze who's reading them and who's opening them and what they're clicking and so forth is anybody that you know that owns a home.
Yeah.
You should be putting them into your website and setting them up on a neighborhood report. because they're either on Redfin, Zillow, Realtor.com, or whatever the case is. And even if you have somebody in a search in the MLS, or there's other sites that our lenders and title reps are put them on, will put them on. I don't like any of that stuff because I want them on my website.
That's right.
They get an email, they click on it, and they're getting used to being on my website. So I would say talk to Dale about the upgraded websites, and anybody. I'm just telling you, you open up your phone, start scrolling, and you're like, well, I don't know their address. Okay, well, we got forewarned, right? $5 a month.
Dale and I have known each other for years and years and years, and every time I hear Dale talk, he begs the individuals listening to him to put everyone they know in the site, and that's because of this type of system. Before the AI was there, it still did everything Dale's been talking about. So now you just have this extra layer to be able to extract the data. It's a no-brainer. If you have someone who's not in your iFound site, this is what you need to do as soon as we're done today.
And then what I like about this AI, because I write everything down, and I lose everything. And so somewhere buried, I have a running list of people that I've put into the website and people I've been meaning to. I don't remember who. So now I can go ask and say, hey, is Dale Stouffer? Have I set up a contact in my website for Dale Stouffer? I love it.
Ask it all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I really love about this, do a market report for your zip code, Nick, that you live in.
Oh, we're going to dox my address? All right, perfect.
No, just the zip code.
Oops. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I'm going to look up Nick's address. I'm just going to give it out to everybody.
I mean, I do a class every month where I give out all of my personal information. We talk about forewarned, so I'm not worried about it.
So the scenario is Nick lives in this neighborhood or lives in the zip code, or he's looking to buy in the zip code. So scroll down through this for the people who can see it.
So we have the active inventory, pending under contract, months of inventory, median active list price, median active price based on the square foot, price reductions.
Dude,
51.
you're rich, man.
But I love that it says, hey, half the houses here have done price reductions.
Yes,
Seller,
52%
right?
of the active
Hey, do my
listings have
neighborhood.
done.
I'm curious.
Well, hold on, let's get through the rest of here. We got
I don't care about your neighborhood, bro.
okay. All right, what's your?
85254, magic zip code.
That's right.
All right, now this is stuff I care about, Dale.
Yeah, always focus on Mike now.
Gotcha.
All right, so it's thinking. I keep forgetting we have to kind of narrate this a little bit.
Oh, somebody's house is worth more.
Of course it is. Talk about yeah. So just so everyone who's watching at home, the median active list price in my neighborhood was $600,000. In Mike Weinstein's area is $1 million, almost $1.1 million. The average or the median active price per square foot is literally double, $461.45. Price reductions more in his neighborhood, 58% have been reduced recently. And then it gives a 6-month close performance. So it shows you all the homes closed within the last 6 months and where they have landed. So this is phenomenal information.
Oh my gosh.
And we have a 12-month as well, monthly price. It gives you month by month a breakdown of how many closed and what the median close price was. And then it gives you its AI key takeaways, the information that you can now use when having conversations with these individuals who work in Irwood when you live in.
I would be doing this. I would be doing this at every one of my open houses.
Open houses, farming, door knocking.
Ask AI about my neighborhood.
Hang on, let me talk this for a second.
I get excited. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
We have agents who use our system to farm. Talk about lead gen and lead gen things to do. Title companies can get you lists of people that have their name, email, and address. That's all you need for this. Okay, we upload them. We turn on the market updates for them from the website. But let's say you have 100 people in a subdivision. Okay, they're all tagged as that person. This is just a real thing to do. Okay, do this report once a year, once every 6 months, and then you tell AI, hey, email this market report to everybody in my database tagged with Sierra Tempe subdivision. Boom.
One thing I just
want
want
to do that cut and pasting in any anyway, what's
Correct.
that?
So there's two things. One, I have to say this, so I apologize.
Is this a regulatory thing?
Yeah, anytime you're getting a list of leads from anyone outside of anyone reaching out to you directly, you have to run them through the DNC site, so you're not reaching out to someone who's on the federal do not call
So
list.
you're talking about phone calls.
Well, because it text as well. Text also is a part of the TCPA.
Got it. So what we do, I just want to say this.
For sure.
For farming lists, we do not text.
Okay.
And we don't even upload phone numbers for farming
Okay.
lists. Okay. So we stay very far away from that.
Perfect.
But I got that.
Yeah. And so what we're looking at here and with Real Talk, you as an agent, as we started with, can go to realtalkhq.com. You can set up with your Armless account. That's going to give you some of this information. But really where the rubber meets the road is being able to leverage what your people are doing inside your site, what emails they're opening, what they're doing to engage with your business. Because I don't know of another system that integrates like this to be able to give you an insight in your business. So at minimum, go and do that. You need to get your iFound site connected ASAP.
Yep.
I'm just going to keep reminding
All
you.
right, so going back to the open house, I would have a big sign in front of my computer, ask AI anything about your neighborhood. And I would type that in with the zip code and this report right here. Then I would just email this report and send
right.
it to them. And
That's
now you're
exactly right.
collecting their names, phone numbers, and email addresses.
Yep. So
Brilliant.
you do the open house, you get your radius or the subdivision list. You send out, hey, we're having the open house. Here's the flyer. All of that stuff you do. And then those people stay on your monthly neighborhood update for that neighborhood. So next month you do another open house. How tough is that to build now? Now you've built a pretty big farming list of people that you're marketing to, in addition to your people. Okay. So I think this is one of the more powerful things that this whole
Can
system
you?
does.
And I apologize for putting you on the spot.
I've already done that 3 times. So.
Okay.
I've done okay with it.
Well, let's just test it. Let's just see. Ask it.
Small words,
give me
please.
a list of people that have unsubscribed from my website.
I haven't tested that one yet.
And we're going to find out.
I'm just going to say I'm not going to ask it specifically.
That should be good.
No one's impressed. I could spell unsubscribe first time? No? Okay. So there's one person currently marked as unsubscribed.
So here's what I would do with that is I would play with the prompt a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it might, and we've had this open 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still things that we need to expose to the API to let it go search for something like that. Okay. Because I know I have more unsubscribes in there.
Well, and this is the other benefit of working with a local company like iFound Agent. When you do have interests, things that you want it to do, you can reach out to Dale directly and his team, and they can start to work through some of these requests. These big companies that are throwing all of these different AI terms and vernacular on their websites, they're not going to work with you directly one-on-one. You got to work local and those that want to see you win, and that's what iFound is built with Real Talk.
Well, we've built our system with working with agents.
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you want? And that's why that's how we've evolved over the years. You know, we started in 2010. We didn't have this stuff back then. We just kept going.
So outside of signing up for Real Talk, for agents that have not jumped on board and got their iFound Agent website and or have not checked out the premium websites with these neighborhood reports that we've talked about, what is that next step for people?
Well, they just go to the mywestusa.com or, go into mywestusa.com, go up in the upper left, quick links, request a website, and you're going to land on, that's a lovely page.
I'm not sure why it looks like that. So you can, you're going to go into your
gonna land on
dashboard.
this. Yep.
You're going to go to the quick links. You're going to click on West USA website, or you can go to westusawebsite.com. Hopefully yours doesn't have the zebra stripes. And then you're going to be able to look at the different options that iFound has.
So the two on the right, the Agent Package and the Agent Pro, are the top sites that we sell. We do sell starter sites. That's really interesting.
I think that's on our end.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Nick broke it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've heard, I talked to an agent this week that said, I've wanted to sign up for you forever, but I've been afraid to ask this question. If I leave West USA, can I take the upgraded website with me? Because I've heard, this person said, I heard you can't.
Who are they?
I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
So we cleared that up, but they also said,
And the answer is yes.
The answer is yes, 100%.
they
And
can take this. They can take the website. They also had a concern about West USA having access to their database, which they also don't have.
Correct.
Because West USA doesn't get into these sites. They don't. We do, and we don't work for West USA. We're an independent vendor. So I wanted to clear that up because I've heard that a few times. Like I've been afraid because other companies have that.
I appreciate you bringing it up, and that's one of the benefits of West USA. So if I may, really quickly on my soapbox, the reason why West USA is built the way we are built is that we provide options to our agents, and then you as the agent make the decision without any worry that West USA is involved at all. You become a client of iFound Agent, which is why we like to partner with good companies in the Valley, local support, local technology. He's going to, and Dale and his team are going to work with you directly. With West USA, I have no idea who's a iFound client. There's no conversation back and forth. We want agents to be successful no matter if they were with our brokerage or another brokerage. We don't want to stop them from being able to transition. We don't want to hurt them in their growth if they do make a decision one way or the other. We do know that it's out there. Some brokerages hold that technology back if you do leave. That is absolutely nothing West USA will ever do.
Yeah.
All right, if we can get back over to the PowerPoint
This
slides.
will be an exciting adventure.
I just say, Dale, thanks for being here. I just say to our agents, if you've not checked it out, check it out. We've got Dale's information on the slide, so take a picture.
My phone number, that gets you to that's a company sales line.
Right, I got it off your website.
If you're taking notes, 480-645-1916. That's my cell phone.
All right, so far, I don't have Dale's slide on the screen. So give me just 2 seconds to see if I can figure this out. Keep talking.
Sorry, Mike.
All right, no, that's all right. But either way, it'll get to you, right?
Yeah.
Or more importantly, there's his email. We'll keep it up there. Now it's up.
Now you can see it.
And I would just say, and I would also say, for every agent, I know a lot of agents have their websites hosted by other companies. Just because somebody can go on your website and search for properties, just because you have an IDX feed, doesn't mean your website is a lead gen tool.
Correct.
Your site, if you utilize, well, now if you utilize this AI component, but your websites with these neighborhood reports and things like that, and the blogging capability, we haven't even talked about blogging. Your site is an actual lead gen. Like we have gotten leads just because we have your site and we use your site because your site does stuff that I've yet, and maybe there's another site out there that does the same stuff. I'll never say that you're the only one because who knows, but I've not seen it, and we've known each other for 10 plus years.
We're one of the few that do it, and we're the only company that does it at our price point.
And that's what I was going to say, too. I've looked at a tremendous amount of opportunities like what Dale has provided, and there's not many that match what he does. None of them match the price point.
None. Yeah.
All right, Dale, appreciate it. Thank you. Again, there's just go to westusawebsite.com to get started. Dale's information's on the screen if you want to have a conversation with him. Fantastic stuff. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna hop on that AI stuff this weekend.
I'm going to apologize for the next slide now.
Oh boy. All right, Nick. If you are not taking care of your client, your competitor will. Why are you apologizing for that slide?
I was surprised you actually read that better than I thought you were going to.
Oh no! Well, now I know that I'm not supposed to read the right side of the slide.
you
So
learning?
that makes sense. All right, appreciate everybody joining us today. Go out and sell a home.